Hello everybody, I thought I'd do a slightly different video today because I haven't done a sit down video in such a long time and I really felt like vlogging today. However, it hasn't been a very exciting day. So, you know when you kind of, I don't know if anyone else is like that out there, that sort of starts a video thinking I'm going to daily vlog today, and then by lunchtime I've realised I've got no content, so I just think, abort mission, let's do something a little bit different. So here we are. It's going to be a sit down video. I don't really know if many of you that watch me are mums, young mums, first time mums. I'm not really sure what my audience is other than lovely. So I would love to know in the comments below, tell me about yourself. Why do you come here? Like, do you have young children? Do you have families? Like, I want to know about you because I'm trying to create content and I'm thinking, what do they want to see? I know you like the vlogs, but I'm trying to navigate those at the minute because they don't get the best views. But anyway, before I'm queen of just rambling on. I bet that you're not here for that. I thought I would grab a cup of tea, not cocoa, although it could be because I have my tea so dark, it's like builder's tea. And I just thought while Olive's napping, let's do a 19-month update because she turned 19 months like 3-4 days ago. I did mean to do an 18-month one of these because I do think like 18 months is a real sort of like, I don't know, it just feels like such a good milestone to sort of talk about. Because I guess it's because they do clothing like that, don't they? Like it's 12 to 18 months and then 18 months to 24. There's so much happening in those formative like months. However, we're only a month over. So let's talk about where Olive is. It might be nice for Olive to watch this back one day. And also, I really enjoy watching these because as Olive is an only and first child, I guess I don't really know what's normal and what to expect and things. I'm sorry, my eyes keep like squinting because I sat up in the kitchen today because I could not be bothered, did not have the time to get my ring light out. So I thought, where's the best lighting in the house? I chose the kitchen and now it keeps going bright, dark, bright, dark. So maybe not such a great idea. Anyway, let's get into the video. Let's talk about Olive and hopefully help some mums out there that are thinking, you know, is my child normal? I hate the word normal because nothing's normal these days, is it? Every child is unique. But you know what I mean? Let's hope it's of some use to somebody out there. Yeah, let's get on with the video, Tiff. Revive me. Right, let's go. So the first thing I want to talk about is sleep because I feel like this is the one and only thing that I'm very smug with. And talking to my friends that do exactly the same as what I do, I have literally put it down to the fact that I don't think it's really, well, sometimes it is to do with your parenting, but 9 times out of 10, I think it's just the luck of the draw whether you get a good sleeper. I'm a very good sleeper. Sean is a very good sleeper. However, he is someone that wakes up at the drop of a feather. I literally could be burgled and I wouldn't wake up. So it was a 50-50 chance as to what Olive was going to turn out like. And luckily, she is like me. That girl, I always go into her bedroom to check on her because I'm literally so anxious still about her. I don't know what I'm anxious about now. But yeah, that she might get the quilt over her head or something like that. And oh, she won't be able to breathe. You know what it's like being a parent. Anxieties that you never knew you could possibly have. And yeah, I'm really lucky. So the where we are at the moment, Olive definitely needs her sleep. She's one of these children, if she doesn't get enough sleep or if she needs her nap, she is, I don't want to say horrible, but she's definitely cranky. She needs it. And I can tell, you know, the typical rubbing the eyes, pulling the ear, getting cranky, everything's no. Sometimes she won't even eat her lunch if she's overtired. So she is still having, so she typically goes to bed at night at 7. How lucky are we? And the routine that we have is the same every night. She's always been the same since she was little. Literally every other night she has a bath. And then every night she has a book, bottle and night garden. She loves the night garden. We love the night garden. It's quite relaxing. Sean normally does bedtimes because I will then start like cleaning downstairs, or I'll be doing a little bit of work, making my hair bows and stuff. So he generally does bedtime. I will sometimes like slither in and read an extra book because I love reading. I love it so much and I love reading to Olive. And she seems to have developed my love of books too, which is fabulous. So yeah, he does bottle, night garden, book, and then we literally put her into bed, into her cot. She still has the monitor for music, she still has a dummy, and that's it. Within 10 minutes, she's asleep. We don't need to rock her, we've never needed to settle her. We're really, really lucky like that. However, I do get a bit jealous of people. You just can't win, can you? That my friends are like, oh, she won't sleep anything but on me, she's a contact napper. And Olive doesn't really like that. She'll come for cuddles and she loves having her hair stroked and stuff, don't we all? But she won't really sleep on me, and she definitely, I don't think she's the sort of kid that would co-sleep. So sometimes I just wish she would snuggle up and go for a little nap. But anyway, so she goes to bed about 7, and then she sleeps through until about 7 o'clock in the morning. I know you're all hating me right now. I'm very, very lucky and I'm very grateful. Sometimes she'll wake us up at about 5 o'clock if she can't manage to get her duvet back on her. She's just cold, or her binky dummy has fallen out. But on the whole, we're really lucky. Nap times, so then she wakes up, she has her breakfast, change her nappy, you know, the usual. And then normally about 9 or 10 o'clock, sometimes if we are just in the house, she will want a nap. And she'll go for a nap for about an hour. If we're out and about and really occupied and doing stuff, she'll get cranky, and I'll be like, oh, here we go. Oh God, just spilled that. But generally she'll be okay, she'll power through. And then she always likes to have a nap at around 2:30, and that's the longest one. She will normally sleep for 2 hours. So at the moment, I'm fully enjoying those naps because, as you know, she doesn't go to nursery, or maybe if you're new here you won't know, I work around Olive. I'm really lucky that I've got a job that's quite flexible, and at the moment she doesn't go to nursery, so on those times that she sleeps and naps for me, I'm able to do a bit of work. So long may they last. They're not going to last forever, and that is her sleep. So with regards to milk, I spoke to you about her milk before bed. She does still have a bottle. Again, I don't know if that's normal, but and this leads me nicely onto the food section of like how her development is. She will still have a 6 to 8 ounce bottle at night time. It's the only milk that she has in the day. And sometimes we put a scoop or two of the Toddler, like to follow on milk, the Kinder Milk, because she sometimes decides not to eat her dinner. Now when Olive was like first learning her foods and stuff, weaning, she was great. She wouldn't turn her nose up at anything. Strange thing, she would eat everything. And it didn't matter about spice, flavour, she was all for it. And then as she's getting older, and I've heard this so many times from mums, and it changes all the time, she's getting, I don't want to say fussy because she's not fussy, but she's just, day to day it changes. So one day she'll absolutely love, for example, I make chicken and tarragon pie. She'll love it. The other day I made it for her, did not even want to put it in her mouth. It was, no. And I'm like, but you haven't tried it. You haven't even put it in. Yeah, I don't know if that's a behavioural thing, because it can't be to do with that she doesn't like the taste, because she hasn't tried it. And then she went to my mum's, and I gave the chicken and tarragon pie leftovers for my mum to try, because she seems to eat better for Nana, of course she does. And my mum said she did the same again, so my mum made some gravy and put it all over it, and then she ate it. I know mums can unite over this in the comments. It's just, it's the luck of the draw. But the foods that she does like are, I'm just gonna put this down. She's very good with cutlery, by the way. I've put that down as a note. She's very up and down. She loves one day, she hates one day. She loves pasta and red sauce. I make a really nice red sauce for I must say so myself. And she loves it. She never turns down red sauce pasta. And she also likes, if I'm having a busy day, the tomato and mascarpone tubs, the fresh ones that you get. She loves that. And I buy her like fresh pasta shapes, you know, like the dried pasta shapes. Like, what did she have the other day? Like a zoo animal one. It just seems to go down better than penne pasta. Loves anything with gravy on it. She loves stuffing. That's what she goes to. If I make her like a mini roast dinner, that is what she goes to first. She really enjoys crumpets in the morning. She likes cornflakes. She loves strawberries. She likes peaches. She likes all her fruit, to be fair. Bananas she loves, but she gets bored of them quite quickly. She'll sort of like have half of it and then just go, uh-oh, and drop it on the floor. It's really great, especially with the cost of living crisis. We just love wasting food, don't we? And that is one thing that Grace will not eat off the floor. So I'm like, brilliant, another banana for the bin. And also she loves crackers, like the cheddars, the big cheddar crackers, any crackers to be fair. They tend to keep her busy while I'm cooking her dinner. So yeah, that's Olive and her appetites. I wonder if your children are the same. But I do struggle for variation at the minute, and I try and hide all the veggies in the red pasta sauce, but she won't touch sweet corn at the minute. She will eat peas for my mum, but she won't eat peas for me. So yeah, a bit of a weird one. Moving on to like the physical side of things, she went for a nursery look around about 2 months ago. Now, at this point, she was a late walker, by the way. She only walked at like 15.5 months, middle of June. And she walked really wide and quite stiff. Now, I didn't really think much of it, and went to a nursery visit just to have a look around, because I'd like to get her in one morning or like 2 mornings a week, or 1 full day. But there are no nurseries around here that have got any availability, so it's just great. But anyway, she toddled in, and the nursery like manager, she was like, oh, her hips don't look right. And then obviously ever since then I'm like, what do you mean? And she was like, oh, I'd get her checked out for clicky hips. So went to the GP, and they were like, I just think it's normal, she's just learning to walk. But because they don't want to miss anything, they're now sending her for I think an x-ray. So we've got that appointment next month. Although since then it's been about 2 months, 2-3 months, and her walking has improved so much. We got her a pair of Clark shoes, and she's loving walking to the point where now she does that annoying thing that all mums talk about, where they go like a ruler, like, and they flick back and they don't want to be carried. She doesn't want to be in the pram. She wants to walk everywhere. Sometimes she'll hold my hand. Other times she wants to like get ragey and run away. So I think it's time for braces. So I'll let you know what the hospital say about her walking, but I don't want to cancel the appointment and then miss something, because sometimes when I pick her up, her hips do click a little bit. And my friend who runs a nursery also said she might just be hypermobile, because Sean does have that. And I have it in my knees, and Sean has it in his like fingers and stuff. So maybe she just said her joints feel very soft. So I've got flat feet as well. So the girl has got it stacked up against her, hasn't she? So yeah, just better to get it checked, I think. But yeah, it's been worrying me ever since she said it. Talking of like her walking around and stuff, the thing that has really helped develop her like walking skills and stuff like that is the park. Now, it's a funny one because ever since a little baby, Oliver's hated the swings. She just screams and cries whenever you put her in there, and obviously she's been too young for slides. But recently at soft play, she learned to go up the steps, the soft steps, unaided, and went down the slide, and she thought she was the queen. She was just like, hi everyone, enjoy me. She was like, she really buzzes off me congratulating her. She loves being told good girl. She loves people watching her and clapping for her. I guess like all children do, or all adults do. She literally, oh, she gets such a buzz. So we were like, yay! And then up and down that, she went up and down that slide about 10 times. The only bad thing is she sees no danger in anything, and she literally wants to go up the big slides with the wooden steep steps, and I'm like, I cannot. So soft play for the moment is all I'll let her do on her own. But she absolutely loves the slides. She loves the merry-go-round. Her climbing has got really good. I'm trying to teach her how to safely get up the stairs and bump down, but she's not as confident. Sorry about that, my memory card decided it was like, no, full. So I don't know if I've got my angles back, but who cares? Let's just carry on with the update. So where was I? Yeah, so I'm a little bit grateful for this, but she is a bit scared of coming down steps. So she'll just, even a curb, when she's holding my hand, she'll go, ooh. She's not quite confident with that yet. And the last thing that I want to talk about on her physical side of things is her speech. is getting really good. All of a sudden in the last like 2 weeks it's coming together, and she's starting to like command things like up, and she's been doing that for a while, but like she's learning more unusual words. I sat down with her and filmed a little bit, like I'll be like, Olive say, Olive point, and she can do it. So her speech is really coming along. I just cannot wait for the day. I know you shouldn't rush these things, and I know that, yeah, you should never wish time away. However, Olive, can you say mama?
Mama.
Can you say dada?
Da.
Dada. Can you say Sean?
Show.
Good girl. Can you say nana?
Nana.
Can you say granddad?
Okay.
Granddad?
Okay.
Good girl. Can you say bubble?
Bubble.
Can you say sissy?
See.
Sissy. And your sissy's name is Gracie. Gracie, can you say it?
See.
Gracie.
Oh.
Can you say bumblebee? You can do the sound, can't you? Can you say dog? Dog, almost. Can you say, what else can you say? Olive?
Hello.
Yay! Can you say pig? Can you say pepper? Good girl. Can you say Nick Cope? That's a bit difficult. Can you say strawberry?
Puppies.
Yes. Can you say bye?
Bye.
Can you say hi? Hello.
Hi.
Can you say book?
Huck.
Book. Can you say love you?
Ow.
I think that's all we're going to get out of you, isn't it? But you're very good with your words. Good girl, Olive. Say night-night.
Night.
So adorable. I'm so looking forward to her having little mini conversations with me. I can't wait for that stage. I just think it's the cutest, and I don't know when that happens. Again, hence why I'm doing these videos, because I think it's really good to know like when those stages happen and when to expect it. So let's talk about some of Olive's favourite toys and what she's enjoying at the minute. We recently got, my last vlog was the Playhouse one, and when I tell you she loves it, that's an understatement. While we're cooking dinner, at the moment we're having like a mini weird summer where it's September, but we've gone back to sort of like where it should have been in July. So it's really warm outside, and my kitchen looks over the gardens, which is just perfect. So she is playing in there while I'm cooking dinner, and she absolutely loves it. She will not let anyone else in the playhouse, and that's not a child. The door gets shut on us, and she just loves it in there. She absolutely wrecks it, and it's like that meme that you see online where it's like, I'm the idiot that's now not only cleaning one kitchen but two. So I like it looking all neat and lovely, and she just destroys it every day. So, but you know what, she's having fun, and she's into that sort of, that's the sort of thing that keeps her occupied. I've tried painting, which I think she's a little bit too early for. I tried colouring. She gets very bored with that. She just wants to do the big things. Like, is that gross motor skills? She loves a park. What else do I have on here? Strangely, I think this is quite a common thing, remotes, but she knows when it's not a real remote. Wires, PlayStation handsets. Today, Sean texted me, he was like, has Olive turned the PlayStation on? I was like, why? He was like, because I've just had the bank deny £119. And I was like, what? She'd basically pressed the button on the PlayStation and gone on to buy a premium 12-month package. But we were watching Mr. Tumble, so I don't know how. Anyway, so now I've realised she can't play with that because we're going to end up with loads of hurt. I thought we'd been scammed. So that's fun. She's also found the button on the oven, because we've got two ovens, one high, one low, and she just loves pressing it because it goes doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. So yeah, we're in that era. So to summarise, I feel like, without being mean to Olive, I would say this is the hardest age we've had to navigate so far. I feel like there's a lot of changes happening, and I just want to hear from other mums what you think. Like 18, 19 months. I've mentioned in vlogs before, she has started biting. She hasn't bitten another child, thank God. It's just me and Sean. And she bit me out of frustration, and she bit Shauna and me because she thought it was funny the other day. I don't know where she's learned that, because she doesn't go to nursery. Me and Sean certainly don't bite each other. And it's just really strange. The only thing that I've ever done, which maybe is my fault, is like bitten her toes and like so maybe I've done wrong there. I don't know. But that needs to be nipped in the bud, because it's not good. I don't want her biting another child. And I'm trying to like not tell her off too much, because apparently that's the wrong thing to do, because they see it as attention. I don't know. I feel like parenting is one big learning curve, and you just feel like you're never quite getting it right. But she's just, I feel that she's getting frustrated. She wants to communicate, but she doesn't know how. So I'm trying to, you know, be as patient as I possibly can with her. It's not her fault. But yeah, she just seems to get bored very quickly. So I'm trying to do like active ants. We're trying to do soft play as much as we can, as much as I physically can, because it's expensive. We went to rhyme time today at the library, and that was free, and she really enjoyed that. She stood there in awe at all the singing. So we'll probably make that like a weekly thing. But finally, not to make this about me, but just talking about myself and my recovery and how I'm doing, just because it might help some other mums out there. I feel like at the 18-month mark was truly the only point that I found that I started to feel myself, because I have had friends that have gone on to be, they're pregnant already, again on their second, and I just remember thinking, how I am still, sorry, I keep getting like a tickly throat. I feel like I can get hay fever. I'm still in the recovery stages. I don't feel well still. And I can truly say that like 18 months in, 19 months in, I'm starting to feel the best version of myself since I've had Olive. I feel like my body is healthier. I've got all my vitamins and my mineral levels where they need to be through blood tests and stuff. And I'm starting to do a lot more things for me. Like I think I mentioned before, my Reiki, my looking after my body and getting like my treatments done on myself. Like I'm starting to invest a little bit of time back in me, which I think is so important, but we feel selfish for doing that when we've got children. So yeah, I do feel like the most me I've been. I felt like we still do feel like we're in the trenches, me and Sean, but it's getting better, and I do feel like more like me. I do hear that it does take around two years for that to happen. But yeah, I'm feeling more positive. I'm feeling like I know what I'm doing a bit more. So if you're in that stage where you still feel like you have days where you cry still, and you have days where you just feel, don't worry, it does get better. I know everyone says it, but it really, really does. And I didn't believe it either. And I've got an easy child, so I can only imagine what it's like for people that have multiples or more difficult children. So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up because this video is going to be too long and I need to edit it and get it up today. So just want to thank you for staying with me, sticking along. I hope you liked this video. Let me know your thoughts. And I just want to end this up on saying the people that are here every single week and watch every one of my vlogs, I cherish and love you so much. I have got a very small following on here, but the people that I do have are such good eggs. What a lovely community I have. If you ever read the comments on my videos, you'll see what I mean. So I just want to say a little thank you and a little special mention to everybody that comes back week after week. Anyway, battery is flashing as always. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you in the next one on Sunday. Bye.